Welcome to Housing Development, the only program that cares about your housing needs. Housing affordability has fallen in Nigeria over the past decade, especially for the low-income earners. A lack of affordable housing has negative consequences for the competitiveness and efficiency of the Nigerian economy and for the maintenance of social cohesion in the society. Existing housing policies are not working to offset or reverse the trend of declining affordability. A conducive environment and new policies are required, especially those that will attract more private investment into the affordable end of the housing market. I am Flora Arne, your housing diva. Thanks for tuning in once again. A lot has happened over the week in the housing sector. Let's bring you up to speed on the happenings from our news desk. Stay tuned.
The Ooni of Ife Adeyeye Enitan Ogunwusi has charged government at all levels to ensure that affordable houses are provided for Nigerians across the country. While making the charge, the Ooni lamented that a lot of Nigerians are living in unbefitting apartments, even as several others are homeless. He called on private sectors and the government to adopt modern ways of building and construction towards nation building. The Lagos State Environmental and Special Offences Unit has recently said it would begin demolition of illegal structures in the Lekki area of Lagos State. Chairman of the Lagos State Task Force, CSP Olayinka Egbeyemi, disclosed that all illegal structures and shanties encroaching on Idera land scheme Ibeju Lekki would be demolished after the expiration of the 7 days removal order served by the agency. Egbeyemi disclosed further that the government had observed with dismay the massive encroachment on lands by individuals, private estate developers and land speculators. He therefore implored Lagosians who are interested in purchasing lands within the state to first verify the land records at the State Land Registry or Surveyor General's Office. Leading advocacy group Housing Development Advocacy Network HDAN has called on governors, ministers of housing, including the Federal Capital Territory, to publicly reveal its dealings, especially the signing of certificate of occupancies on a quarterly basis, in order to ensure transparency and promote accountability in the housing sector. According to a statement signed by the group president, Barrister Festus Adebayo, such initiative will win the confidence of investors and the general public on the public stakeholders and also make data available while furthering the progress being made in the sector. Adebayo stressed that an effective housing sector is one that thrives on transparency and accountability, noting that both policymakers and implementers should endeavor to open the books for the public knowledge.
My name is Sir Emmanuel Mbaka. I am the MD Platinum Mortgage Bank. You are watching Housing Development on AIT.
Now selling 2 and 3 bedroom detached bungalow at Becky Estate 2 at affordable rates. Buy one and pay just 50% for the next one. Becky Estate 2 is located in a serene environment with 24 hours water supply, dedicated transformer, 24 hours security services and lots more. Find your dream home at Becky Estate 2. Move into your own house and become your own landlord. Take advantage of our promo and save big. For more information, call 0703 913 7999.
where you choose to call home should be a heaven, serene and blissful. That is why at Octo5, over the last 20 years, we have perfected innovative housing solutions, making houses more accessible and affordable with flexible payment plans, backed by our tried and trusted mortgage partners. Guaranteed to give you that peace we know you so richly deserve. Octo5, freedom to own your home.
Hi, I'm Bob Weinsheng, CEO of iBuild Global, and keep watching the Housing Development Program.
For more housing news stories, visit www.africanhousingnews.com. For allegedly abusing the Abuja Master Plan, the Department of Development Control of the Federal Capital Territory dislodges land grabbers in Abuja. The director in charge of the department, Murktar Galadima, has this to say. Take a listen.
This is in continuation of our program of removing illegal structures perpetrated by land grabbers. We have started a long time ago. In fact, 2 weeks ago, we were at a Seaman Estate behind the River Park in Lugbe, where we removed some structures. You see, there is this culture of impunity that some people believe that they can just do things on their own and go away with it. Somebody will go and see a space of land, just start developing without recourse to the authority, without valid title document, without development permit. So as a result of that, we have to go on and remove these structures. That is not the end. More are coming. They were adequately informed. The structures were marked. They requested to be integrated, but the authorities said no, because it's illegal development. We can't continue to condone illegality. We will not. So we have to resist all these type of nefarious activities. That's why we did that. Before 2007, Lugbe was not considered as part of the city proper. But during past administration, during RFI, it was considered worthwhile to consider it as part of the city, looking at the strategic position it's located when you're coming from the airport to the city. So it was considered as phase 5, part of phase 5 of the city. So that's why all allocations made were put on hold. All developments were suspended pending the final outcome of the replanning scheme being impacted by the administration. So that's why we told developers to hold on. But then some people cash on this interim and they move in to even shortchange the real owners of the plots there, move in, earmark land on their own, then they want to develop them without recourse to authority, without valid title document, without a development permit. So as a result of that, we have to move in. Let's make it like a caveat now. Whoever wants to do any transaction on land, not only in Lugbe, all over the FCT, let him conduct due diligence by first and foremost checking the authenticity of that title, of that land title. Is it genuine? Was it allocated by the relevant authority? Then confirm that the development the estate holder intends to do has it been approved? Or what they are developing, is it in line with what was approved? So that at the end of the day, you will not be shortchanged. So my advice is people should conduct due diligence tests on all that they want to do on land transaction in FCT. Otherwise, they will end up being losers. You sink in your money, at the end of the day, whatever you put there, your investment will just be removed. And then you shouldn't blame the authority. Because we have been saying buyers beware, and buyers beware.
The latest couple in town.
Good day, sir.
How are you? Oh, sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Drinks?
No, we're fine, sir.
How was the moon experience?
It was quite an experience.
How about house?
We are renting at the moment, but we intend to save enough to own our own house, right?
Why not avoid all those Shylock landlords and own a house upfront? With the average income and cost of building houses today in Nigeria, mortgage is the best option. no sweat. I tell you what, that was how I got my first house, and I've never regretted it.
To make good homes, and by implication, a good society, an individual is expected to have an abode from which to take off and return at the end of each day. At the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, everyone deserves a home. Come join us at FMBN and let's shelter Nigeria together.
Before embarking on any housing project, make sure you get the necessary building plan approval. A former coordinator, Abuja Metropolitan Management Council, Umar Shuaib, will enlighten us on the necessary procedures for getting building plan approval, especially in the FCT.
That is a very clear-cut procedure and it's very simple. FCDA, or Abuja Municipal Management Council, because development control is now under the Abuja Municipal Management Council. There is a manual. This manual specified the type of structure that you are going to build in low density, medium density, and high density residential areas, in commercial areas, in industrial areas, in residential areas. All of them have their specifications in that manual. First of all, when you are located in Abuja, you get your TDP. If you have not been given certificate of occupancy, but you have paid, you have your receipt, you have all documents that you have paid, it is in the record. It's just a matter of concluding the process of the minister signing your CFO. That will take a longer time. But when you have these basic documents, you can go and apply in development control to get your building plan approval. You have a receipt of payment, you have the title deed plans, you have a letter of allocation. The development control department has its way of checking the authenticity of your document, of the title deed. So just go, get the manual. Where is your plot located? Is it a residential? If it is residential, is it in low density? Is it in medium or in high density? You have to identify that before you commence doing your plans. You cannot go and submit a plan, a high density development plan on a low density land. So first of all, get the manual and then go to inquire, where does my plot fall? Is it a low density development plot? In that case, I'm going to do a low density design. If it's high density plot located in a high density residential area, in that case, I'm going to do a high density residential design. Is it a commercial area? If it is commercial, is it in district center? Is it in neighborhood center? All of this count. You must know where my plot is located. If you know that, you have done you have solved half a problem. The next thing is the actual requirement of that area. What are the specifications for a low density development? What is the setback? What is the percentage plot coverage? What is the volume of the development? Are you allowed to go 2 floors, 3 floors, 4 floors, or 5 floors, or 12 floors in terms of central area district? All these, you are going to be guided if you go to the remote control. Get the manual and get the people that are, they will guide you, this, and that is all. Go and do your design. And buy the specified fee for the approval. That's all. Presently, the department has made it possible for you to get your plans. If there is no any encumbrance, you can get your plan within 1 month, 2 months.
Welcome back. The program is Housing Development. India and Pakistan and Malaysia all have successfully implemented the concept of mortgage refinancing. What was peculiar about these countries? Dr. Muhammad Saleem, the Chief Executive Officer of Pakistan Credit Guarantee Company, during a webinar held recently with Housing Development Advocacy Network, shed light on his nation's housing finance and some steps taken so far to better the system. Take a listen.
Housing finance is an essential aspect in the provision of houses in the country, as it entails granting of loans to developers and mortgage funds to individuals or families by the government or private sector, as the case may be, and these cannot be ignored if the housing needs of the country must be met. The Housing Development Advocacy Network, in its Housing Finance series, recently hosted the CEO Pakistan Credit Guarantee Company, Mohammed Saleem, in a webinar. Saleem hinted on his efforts and contribution to the Pakistan Mortgage Refinance Company, while noting the factors responsible for the current development of the company, including the role of the central bank in the sector.
A major role is played in housing sector in Pakistan is the central banker's role. State Bank of Pakistan, being a central bank of Pakistan, has a key working like a catalyst to promote housing finance in Pakistan. So they have issued separate prudential regulations. So coming back to your question that what I have a success stories. So I feel proud and a player that I was the first person who basically designed housing prudential regulation in Pakistan first time. And being a central banker, I designed that and then it issued to our banking sector.
He explained that housing construction is a measurement for success and not profit, thereby encouraging the development of more houses for the populace.
Housing for all concept. Everybody should have access to finance, so they can have easily borrow money, they can buy houses, they can start houses, they can then renovate houses. There should be incremental housing, there should be builder financing. So this is a success or relatively a measurement for success if these things are happening.
He also emphasized the need to define affordable housing and the importance of acknowledging this in terms of legislations, creation of viable schemes, and much more in a bid to meet the housing needs.
They need to have a law or rules and regulation to define affordable housing. They also mentioned what type of incentives can be given to the developers and the bankers, what of financing they can provide, markup, subsidy, credit guarantee, and all these things. The fourth area is foreclosure and recovery laws. Everybody, being the stakeholders like judiciary, bankers, and the customer, they should know their rules, rights, and responsibilities, and this way they can promote affordable housing in the respective country as well.
He noted the efforts of the Pakistan government in the sector in terms of innovation and incentives, while urging the Nigerian government to intensify its efforts in this regard.
This government is taking up several initiatives to incentivize bankers to lend to the housing sector. Secondly, they have also given incentives to the developers so that they can design and develop and implement affordable housing projects in Pakistan. In developing countries, normally banks are reluctant to enter into the housing sector because they think it's a risky business. So they have to block their funds for a longer period, like 10 years or 15 years. So that's why they don't interest it. Secondly, in the developing countries, there's the issue of affordability because the property prices are going up. So their income is not going up so much. So there is affordability of issue. So then we need to promote a microfinance housing as well. So in Pakistan, this segment is picking up. More microfinance banks and financial institutions.
He also stated that his company is open to synergize with the Nigerian government, as well as investments and contributions that will enhance the Nigerian housing sector.
Dr. Mohammed Saleem there, the Chief Executive Officer of Pakistan Credit Guarantee Company. All right, moving on. Abuja Property Development Company, a property development and facilities management company, has for sale affordable luxury apartments. The MD will tell us more.
Abuja Property Development Company is a subsidiary of Abuja Investment Company Limited. The business we do is in the property arm, real estate, infrastructure, facility management services, project management, as well as advisory services in terms of designs and project implementation from beginning to the end. We don't build houses, we build homes. We build where somebody will call a home, not a house. A functional house, and we, as a government-owned company, we built according to conditions of the development control. We followed those conditions strictly in terms of setbacks, in terms of sizes of our infrastructure, roads, and so on. And our houses are very, very spacious. Apart from doing business, yes, we're out to do business and make money. And on behalf of our shareholders, which is the FCT as a wholly owned company, but at the same time, we look at ourselves as a company organization providing social services to improve the welfare of the citizens of the FCT on behalf of the FCT administration. Right now, we have our flagship, that's our maiden project, that's the APDC Capital Estate, which is along Kubwa Road. Just before Day. It's on the express. You will definitely not miss it. In fact, just immediately after the rail bridge, our estate is there on the left as we are approaching Day. We have a 50-hectare land there, which we subdivided into phases, into 3 phases. Phase 1, which is about 21 hectares, phase 2, which is about 16 hectares, and phase 3, which is about 12 hectares. So, and we've started construction from 2012 actively. In the first phase, we had to build over 700 houses. And right now, we have built over 400. And we have up to about 200 families that are residing currently in the estate. And then we have phase 2, which will accommodate over 500 housing units. And then we also have phase 3. Phase 3, we are doing site and services. That is, we are doing the internal infrastructure, and we have done designs. We have approved designs where we sell to individuals. They now build based on the design. They pay for the land and they pay for the infrastructure. And we have different products. We have different housing types. We have 1 bedroom, we have studio apartment, we have 2 bedroom, we have 3 bedroom, all in block of flats. And then we equally have terraces. We have 3 bedroom terrace with BQ, 2 bedroom terrace as well, and then 3 bedroom terrace without BQ. And then in the phase 3, for the site and services, we have lands for you to build stand-alone duplexes. There are 4 bedroom with attached BQ and 4 bedroom with detached BQ. Nowadays, you see buildings, developers doing buildings that are standing almost next to each other. Probably you can even extend or do a handshake between one block to the other. That is to show you how close those buildings are. But in our own case, we conform to the rules and regulation guiding the city development by development control. So we have large space, our roads are wide, and each and every flat has provision for parking. We don't compromise on parking. All the block of flats have at least 2 parking spaces, apart from the road being wide to accommodate visitors. There's this issue of affordability. All the time, affordable houses. Yes, you can build an affordable house, but it's a relative term. And you have to look at the affordability of the building materials. When we still have a lot of building materials being imported, and you have to look at the exchange rate, which continues to go up. And if you are importing materials, there's no how you'll be able to achieve some of those things unless we are able to empower our companies, local manufacturers, to produce most of these building materials locally. Then we'll be able to drastically bring down the cost of houses. And also, one other thing is infrastructure. When the land is given to a developer, you are left with you have issues to contend with. Instead of getting an unencumbered land, you have a land that you have to take care of compensations, you have to do your primary infrastructure, you have to provide everything, including the internal infrastructure. And all those things we have to charge, and it increases the prices of the houses, because your cost will be so high, and you have to accommodate your cost.
I am Dr. Sam Ewu, Senate Committee Chairman on Housing. Keep watching Housing Development Program.
Are you looking for the perfect opportunity to conveniently explore a variety of available houses, mortgage options, housing schemes, and a host of others who are more than ready to provide you with all essentials in the home buying process? Look no further, as the virtual Abuja International Housing Show Exhibitors platform is still open to all. Connect with credible estate developers with genuine housing projects. Meet mortgage banks for your mortgage needs, home interior companies, amongst others. The platform lasts till July 2021. Visit www.ispo.net/AIHS 2020. Register and log in for easy access. Don't miss out on this great opportunity.
You're still watching Housing Development. The virtual Abuja International Housing Show platform for exhibitors is still very much active for you to visit and interact with the exhibitors, whether real estate companies, furniture companies, mortgage banks, and more. You can get solutions to all your housing needs on the platform. Thanks for keeping updates with me. Know that you can watch today's edition and previous ones via the YouTube channel Housing TV Africa. Do well to subscribe. Be part of the conversation by following Housing Development Program on all social media platforms. I remain Flora Ani, your housing diva. See you soon and do stay safe.